Well, hello, Runic Thor's Day part 2. So I'll put up both videos because I've just done quite a bit and I don't know how long that was, but I'm not going to restart. So I've gone downstairs out of breath. Yeah, so that was the postwoman. She's bought flowers for my mum for her birthday, so that's nice. Yeah, so I don't know where I was. I was sewing and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I tried to do the things that I normally do to get me out of like a funk. I did my Kali meditation, which is really powerful and really releases like anything that's trapped in there, or you're not letting go of properly. It just naturally happens. It's really good. And nothing happened, so I was like, so there doesn't feel like there's anything trapped in me to be released. I don't know, maybe it is just all the energy from the outside is surrounding me in like a bubble, and maybe it is even a bubble of protection, and I just can't well, I shouldn't pop it, I suppose, if it's protecting me anyway. I mean, that's the only thing I've done every day religiously that I wouldn't not do, and I haven't done just because it's something I always do. I've done my protection every day, and I have felt connected to doing my protection every day. So I've put myself in my ametrine sphere, and then I've done my algaes above, algaes below, algaes to the right of me, algaes to the left of me, algaes in front of me, algaes behind, my algaes cross of protection and connection. So I've done that. Yeah, but this isn't shifting, and normally it doesn't last this long. I thought maybe it was because I was in so much pain. It was something to do with that. So I'm at a loss, really. And I mean, at one point, I just felt like going, oh my God, I'm just giving up everything. I just don't want to do it anymore. And then my logical sort of part of my brain is going, but that doesn't make sense, because you don't just wake up one morning and give up everything you've done for years just on a whim for no reason. So I know it's not real in the sense that it just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. So if ever you go to bed feeling absolutely fine and everything's great and whatever, and then you wake up really strange, like, feeling depressed and whatever, it's not you really, because it doesn't happen like that, because things have to build and stuff. So it is, I can't actually find my words properly. Nothing new there. So like if you woke up in the morning and you were really, really happy, and then you went out and suddenly you felt really depressed and miserable and whatever, you would have been picking up energy off other people, or whatever's out there, because unless something happens to change your state of emotions and things, or that sort of thing, then it's not yours, because it doesn't work like that. So I sort of know this isn't mine, or it's not coming from within me, although it's difficult because I don't feel like it's coming from the outside either, other than like the solar flare sort of stuff. I don't feel like I'm being attacked. Well, that's too not attacked, but I don't feel that stuff is bombarding me. But Well, it must be, but it must, well, maybe it's not actually coming for me. Maybe it is just there. Maybe it is the collective. But normally when it's the collective, I sort of are very conscious of that, and I sort of know, and then I can separate myself from that. But this isn't shifting. This is like I'm in this cloudy bubble of stuff that is causing apathy within me, and yeah, just making me just not see. I haven't got apathy in everything else. I've only got really apathy for my spiritual stuff, for the stuff that I absolutely have always loved the most in the world. It's been my, you know, my spiritual path has been totally integrated into my everyday life. It is my absolute truth and who I am. So to suddenly almost think, well, I can't be asked, well, why do I want to do it? So it's odd. Luckily, my sort of conscious part of me has not wrapped itself in it. So it hasn't made me depressed. It hasn't made me fed up. If anything, it's made me curious. Why? What is going on? What is it? Yeah, it's made me more curious as to what it is, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I'm in this weird place, but I feel like, see, I could completely step away and not do anything, but I don't think that's a good idea. So someone said to me, oh, maybe you're overwhelmed with all that you do. I'm not overwhelmed, but that would be something that I would have said to someone. Well, maybe you're overwhelmed, you're doing too much stuff, maybe you need to step back. So I get why the person said that to me, because it makes sense. And if I was overwhelmed and I needed to step back, that would make sense. And I would have grasped that and stepped back and think, well, yeah, I'm going to have a break. But because my spiritual path is not something I do on a Thursday and a Friday night, it is totally integrated into my life. Yes, I would step back if I was doing too much stuff. Like if I was overwhelmed with life and stuff was going on, I might not do my ironing. I might leave the Hoover in for a couple of days because I'm just really not feeling great, or I'm just going to sit there and watch something on Netflix, or I'm gonna, you know what I mean? It's just that makes sense to do that, but I don't feel overwhelmed and like I need to step back. And yet I can't find the enthusiasm to do anything. So I wouldn't like do a big ritual, because I feel that you need that energy. I don't want apathy to surround what I'm doing. And I know apathy surrounded me doing my altar for the week. I just did it because oh God, I better do it. And that's not me ever. Sometimes I'm tired with the fibromyalgia and things, and I think, oh well, I'm really not up for it, and I might leave it another day or something if I was really not up for it. But I still have the love and that sort of, interest. But at the minute it's completely dull. It's like, yeah, it's like the crystal has lost all of its spark. It's like it's just bleh. I feel bleh. Which is very weird. So yesterday I pulled a couple of runes. I made myself do it. It didn't really give me anything, which was a bit of a shock because the runes normally like give me loads. So I was like, that's a bit weird as well. But I feel like I shouldn't step away from everything, because it almost feels like if I stepped away from everything, I could just get into a energy stream of just never getting back. It's almost it's so weird. It's just really, really weird. So I wanted to share it because I've never experienced anything quite like it. I mean, obviously, a dark night of the soul is like, because you spiral down into the darkness and it is overwhelming, and it's just a horrible, that is horrible. This isn't horrible. This is just bleh. It's just really seriously weird. And it's not a plateau. It's not, because I mean, with a plateau, you feel like you're in limbo, and you feel like there's a next step, but you can't take it, and you feel a bit lost. So, and I'm not feeling lost. I'm just feeling bleh. Maybe there's a new spiritual thing of blurriness, but I've never had blurriness. I've never ever felt it. Never. I've always, even when I felt like I wanted to give up through anger, through a couple of things that have happened, and I've just got angry with spirit and my path and everything, even there's passion. There's like a passion, an anger has passion behind it and stuff. This doesn't have any passion. It's blank. It's void. It's like a vacuum of absolutely nothing. It's just very weird. Very weird indeed. So yeah, so I think I missed the video last week. What was happening last? Something happened last. Oh, it probably was my back, actually. I don't know now. I'm completely lost. So yeah, so I'm just really going with the flow to a degree, but I feel like I need to do some stuff to maybe ignite the flame again. And we've gone into Kinaz now, which is my first thread rune. So I didn't get round to doing my Rado essence and everything because of my back, so I didn't get round to doing that. I wasn't sending any healing anyway with Rado, so that was fine, but I didn't actually, in fact, Rado was weird, and in fact it was the journey with Rado that seems to have taken me to this weird land of nothingness. And my rune for this week is Issa. And I thought, well, am I just frozen in this energy rather than in the nice stillness of Issa that I like? Maybe I need to break the ice and come out of this weird energy, but I just don't know how to break the ice. I've done all the things that I know to sort of what I've done it over the years. So yeah, so it's a weird one. It's just a weird one, and so I'm just going with it. But I do feel like I need to do something. I mean, maybe I just take my altar apart again and redo it. But I mean, I normally do it on a Saturday, so I don't I don't know, maybe maybe I do it early, maybe I do it today. We'll see. But yeah, so that's me for this weird 2 videos, I suppose. Yeah, if anyone's got any comments or anything, and if you'd like to like the video, if you like it, and yeah, any insights, if anyone else is feeling like it, be just really interesting. So it's just weird, very, very weird time, weird energy, weird. Yeah, web of weird. I don't know. But it's not a thread that I've ever felt before. So it's completely new to me. So anyway, love and blessings, and I shall hopefully be back next week. And yeah, see, this is it. I don't seem to be completely here, and I think that's why I'm enjoying the sewing, because sewing is so therapeutic, and you don't have to think, and you're just in that lovely meditative energy. See, I'm meditating all the time because I'm doing my slow stitching and all of that, so I'm in that sort of energy. So maybe my spiritual path at the moment is just this slow stitching meditation of stuff, and and maybe it's a new part of my path, so we'll have to see. Maybe it's just a new bit that I need to embrace, and yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I thought it was going to shift actually after the full moon. I thought, oh, that is just the full moon. It's just the energy of the moon and the solar flares, and then once the moon is hit, it'll all shift, because it does feel like it's on me. But it's not horrible. It's not like a big black dark cloud. Don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go this time. So love and blessings, and see you in the next one. Bye.